I've never been a big Kyle Kalinske fan. I find his constant need to launder Joe Rogan's reputation to be pathetic. I find his ever-changing fashion sense to be uncomfortable to witness. But I saw this interview that he and Crystal Ball did with Briahna Joy Gray, and it was like two lawyers squeezing a confession from a sociopath. The things that she admitted to were really amazing. First of all, she admitted to omitting information about the gains that the left made through Biden. She admitted that no matter how progressive a Democratic candidate was, she would never vote for him, meaning had Bernie Sanders won the nomination in 2020, she would have stabbed him in the back anyways.
Well, I didn't really expect him to fulfill his campaign promises, but I'm not going to pat him on the back when he so flagrantly lied about them, no.
But let me ask you a related but different question. I mean, how do you assess the difference between a Trump and a Biden? Acknowledging that, I mean, I think you would acknowledge it's not, Cornel West is not going to be president.
I'm going to be honest with you. If it's about convincing me how Briahna Joy Gray is going to vote.
I thought you were Briahna Joy Gray.
Briahna Joy Gray lives in D.C., is constructively disenfranchised, and Briahna Joy Gray also is...
Oh, Briahna Joy. You're talking about yourself in the third person, which is weird. Okay.
Empathetic to accelerationist arguments. So I am not afraid of Trump, and I will never for the rest of my life, I don't care if I live in Pennsylvania, I don't care if I live in Georgia, vote out of fear. That's not who I am. That's not...
Boom. That's a move that I see a lot. And it's called gaslighting. They're trying to Frady cat anti-fascists into laying down. These little controlled opposition leftists. The idea that you can reframe bootlicking as an act of bravery says something about how you view your audience. We, in the state of Nevada, where I'm trapped in, the desert that I am trapped in, the hot 5 feet from the sun desert I'm trapped in, there are members of SEIU who are on the ground making real gains in this state. I'm talking about raising wages, big raises in wages, stimulus checks. Do you think the people that they're trying to aid here, do you think that the workers here are going to pass up on that, or, medical coverage, dental? Do you really think they're going to pass up on all that stuff because you called them chicken? What are you, 12?
Fear. That's not who I am. That's not who I was raised. That's just me. And I recognize that I am radical. I recognize I'm not telling anybody to be...
I'm so radical, guys. I'm so radical. Look, I have an anarchist sticker on my Trapper Keeper. I'm so radical. I have a Dare sticker on my bumper of my Tesla, guys. And it's there ironically because I'm radical. When I was at Harvard, I wore a Rage Against the Machine t-shirt to my economics class, and Devin was like, "You are so radical, Briahna." It is not radical to support the dissolution of the EPA. It is not radical to vote or to have your followers and your fans to encourage them to vote for a federal ban on abortion. That is not radical to encourage your audience to stay on the sidelines and allow fascists to further institutionalize power and strip you of your right to vote. That is not radical. That is reactionary, and she doesn't know what these words mean, and this moron went to Harvard.